and look the runner back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yep.
In there at the knees. Strike one. Runners on first with one down. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they will not get McCutchen here. He's in safely at second base. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. David Ross will have to come on and take over behind the plate after the injury.
David Ross.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. The throw home, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Starling Marte.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Starling Marte. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That evens it up 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward moves over. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Now to the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back safely. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider. 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hayward coming on, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Cubs 5 and the Buccos 4. Trey Haley is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Trey Haley.
Digging in now, Chris Bryant. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, that strike zone looks like it's tightening up a bit.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Now a line drive, caught down there at third. Well, he got a lot of that ball, but nothing to show for it to start the home 8.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
On the ground to the left side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Stepping in now, David Ross, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Oh, that's a pearl right there.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 5-4. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Gregory Polanco. And they'll need him to get something going here. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Hector Rondon.
Striding in to start the 9th, Gregory Polanco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing.
Just checking.
Josh Harrison stands in. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, he did a good job to get on base with the leadoff single, but then he got a little greedy here on the first pitch, and they throw him out pretty easily at second base.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Rondon's ready. Here's the 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Let's check this out again on Show Track and see if this was a good call. It's a slider, and it's on the outside corner. Home plate umpire's right on top of it. I don't know how you could really complain about that one.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1.
Well, if there is one worry about a closer throwing this hard, if anyone squares up on a fastball, this game could be tied before you know it.
And there's ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
line towards center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Now batting.
And if you start thinking about what remains on the Bucs bench, there they are. We'll see if one of them gets a call to pinch hit soon. Matt Joyce will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
17, Matt Joyce.
Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And the Cubs were led tonight by the offensive exploits of this man, Dexter Fowler. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 5-4. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Pirates, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.